How come black people think that they invented everything? Every time you turn around, that's
all black inventions return to us permanently, and if you want to use it, you must pay us a.
You're really going to be a racist, then you should be a true racist and not use anything or be involved.
There's a clip going around of Donald Trump talking about how great American innovation is, and everything that he named that America invented, it was a black person that invented it.
This is a nation that invented the light bulb.
There's a clip going around of Donald Trump talking about how great American innovation is, and everything that he named that America invented, it was a black person that invented it.
This is a nation that invented the light bulb, the telegraph, the television, the telephone, the computer chip, the smartphone, the GPS, the integrated circuit, and even the internet. Basically, we invented everything. What is left? We invented everything.
Bro, black people did all that. We innovate and create everything. And so it's just par for the course of what happens with black innovation. I'm big on protecting your IP, but a lot of times you're just creating and you want to be creative. But I think this is just another version of what happens when black people make something. When it comes to rock and roll music, we've invented the ice cream scoop, ice cream, the alarm.
We did invent ice cream. Yeah, I found that out like a couple of
the
years ago.
alarm system, macaroni and cheese,
Plasma.
plasma, the hot comb. There's a list of so many inventions and creations by black people.
What is left? We invented everything.
All black inventions return to us permanently, and if you want to use it, you must pay us a percentage. The cell phone, we invented that. Internet, that's ours. Helicopter, that's ours. So guess what? Anybody running lights, you paying black people. We had hundreds of thousands of acres of land stolen from us. We need to put together a research team that's going to investigate all the land that was stolen from African people and return it back. America has about 10 major exports. Gold, oil, we get a 25% cut. Permanently. Every time America makes $1, we get 25 cents of that dollar as part of the reparations payment. And 60% of us make up 10 states. All 10 of the states are seaboarding states. We should automatically control the port. And psychological damages. Every time you see a black man with a white woman, that's psychological damage. Every time you see a black woman with a blonde wig on her head, that's psychological damage. Every time you see a little black boy or girl playing with a white doll instead of a black doll, that's psychological.
You're really going to be a racist, then you should be a true racist and not use anything or be involved with anything that was invented or created by blacks. Do you want a list? The ironing board, the refrigerator, the baby carriage, the shoemaking machines, the traffic signal, the incandescent light bulb, the folding bed, the mailbox, air conditioning, elevator. You want me to go on?
how come black people think that they invented everything? Every time you turn around, that's all black people talk about. You know a black person invented this? You know a black person invented that? Yeah, well, can a black person invent black unity? Can somebody invent unity amongst us? I want to know. Leave me a comment.
Can you name one black invention?
In terms of nouns, like literal things such as the light bulb or electricity or the internet, I can't say I can give you one. In terms of adjectives, I could give you loud, I could give you obnoxious, I could give you incarcerated. You see what I'm saying?
Do you have any more? Maybe actions?
Overweight. The average black woman in America is obese. Overweight, there we go.
180 pounds, yeah. 180 pounds.
Oh, wow.
On average.
Oh my God, I thought it was 160. That was, 160 alone is obese, 180.
Can you name one black invention?
I can actually name 3. Twerking, KFC, and being really loud.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter?
Yeah.
Can you do like any better? Like something that was useful to society?
No.
Why is that?
Because that's the only thing I know that was invented by black people, peanut butter. That's it.
Why do you think there's like literally almost nothing else?
I don't know.
Does it have to do with them being black?
Huh?
Does it have to do with them being black? That they're not able to invent as much stuff?
Possibly.
Possibly?
Yeah.
Like, people think life started in Africa, right? And Africa is one of the most resourceful continent. So why couldn't they invent something before the Arabs had to bring them the wheel?
I don't know.
But why are people scared to say that? Like, obviously people have their strengths and weaknesses. Like, we can acknowledge that black people, you know, they sprint the fastest. There's most of the NBA is black. Why can't we say?
It's just like that, for example, like with like physicality aspects, like it just matters on like the genetics, you know? And they usually say because, you know, with slavery, they had like them procreate with the strongest and fast whatever. But it just comes down to like
GPS is a black woman. 3D imaging is a black woman. Laser eye surgery is a black woman. Escalators a black inventor. Elevators a black inventor. The roller coaster is Granville T. Woods. Roller coaster, everything.
Internet, the cell phone.
The cell phone. I was just watching the thing on the cell phone. Our video games is Jerry Lawson in Silicon Valley. They try not to mention him, but he's the reason why we have Xbox, Atari. He did the first, before Atari, the F1 series. Jerry Lawson, a black dude who invented home videos, sanitary napkins. It's a woman. Our ADT, our security system, is a black woman in Queens, Mary Van Brighton. In 1966, she invented the home security. You're talking about open heart surgery, Daniel Hale. Plasma, Charles Drew. We can keep going. Surgical equipment, black people inventing, just constantly inventing, and they took everything and lied. But now things are coming into the light with all these black inventors. And black people are still thriving. Black women have the highest degrees in America. Highest degrees in America. These are the same women that were operated on with no anesthesia on their vaginas by that Dr. Mims guy who they just took down his statue in New York. These are black slave girls raped, but they're number one in academics. Black people invented hockey in 1895 in Nova Scotia, 22 years before the NHL. There's a book called Black Ice. You can see it. The atrocities that African Americans have been through, I'm surprised we are this peaceful. They used to make black people laugh in barrels in certain towns because they were too loud. So they go, you got to laugh in the barrel. Everybody around the world copies African Americans and then yet disrespects them to the fucking highest. And it's annoying. And enough of that shit.
Basically, we invented everything. What is left? We invented everything. And now it's AI. We invented everything. Does anyone have any?
Y'all, I have to share this with y'all. So there was a lady by the name of Jeannie Jones. She was a TV talk show host. And there's a video that resurfaced from when she was hosting her show back in the day. She had a white lady on there and she was calling her out on her racism. And she was like, basically, you know, you're a racist. And if you're going to be a racist, be a true racist. But if you're going to be a racist, that means you need to stop using and getting yourself involved with every single item that a black person have been able to invent. Okay. She got her right on together. She started naming the items. She named about 5 or 6 items. And she was like, should I keep going? And had the lady in shock. So with that being said, you see this list right here? This is the list of almost every single item a black person have invented. This ain't even the full list, but you see all of these products. I'm gonna just sit this right here. Happy Black History Month.